All righty, welcome back, everybody, to Count the Bucket. I am your host, Amber Vickers. I have two co hosts with me today. I have Michael and I have Nick. I'm going to let them plug their accomplishments in and we can get the ball
Accomplishment.
rolling.
Well, my name is Michael. In high school, I was the president for the Future Businesses of America, so it was a good accomplishment for me.
There we go.
That's about it now. But as you can see, Twitter, MD Lawson00 is also on Instagram as well. We are now committed more or less to a new app. It's called Sports Me. My name on there is MD Lawson00. Then it's USN for the Unwrapped Sports Network. We'll all have that at the end of the name. So if you go into the search bar, you can type in USN and find everyone that's with Unwrapped Sports Network. But on Thursday nights at 10 p.m., may have to move that back here shortly to a little bit later. But 10 p.m. Eastern time is Backstop Banter. As you can see, I'm a big Cincinnati Reds fan. I'm a co-host with my buddy Connie, and we talk everything baseball. And that's about all the plugs I have.
Super dope. As you all know, my name is Nick Andre. I guess my accomplishments, varsity basketball player in high school. I retired as soon as I graduated, and I found my love for analyzing and writing after that. So, yeah, as you guys know, I'm a basketball writer of all things from high school to NBA. Follow me on Twitter at Nick Andre ATR, and that's just about it.
Okay. My accomplishments. Well, I'm a part of the Unwrapped Sports Network. Very blessed to say that. I have a lot of accomplishments, but I'll keep it at that. I like to take a slice of humble pie.
Oh, wow. And she's like, what are your guys' accomplishments? I'm not going to say any of them.
I'm not going to say nothing. I got too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do. I have a lot. Like Michael says, I have a lot of plugins. So I just tell people to follow me on Twitter at simplyme_AV to get all of my plugins because I'm running out of characters. So I can't take on any more. I can't take on any more projects because I'm running out of characters on Twitter. So therefore, I'm keeping my projects at a minimum these days. And we're back. We were back. We were here last week. Michael and I were here last week. We were talking. We picked our all-star teams. I have ordered my Kentucky shirt, even though you guys did win.
Yes,
today.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You guys did win today. I did order my.
I went ahead and busted mine out.
Oh. Okay,
I went ahead and busted mine out just so I could prove that I did do it.
Okay, well, you'll see me in a bright blue shirt if my team loses
good
on Thursday on Ladies First. So hopefully it gets here by then. I'm pretty pleased. But I'll be wearing my Kentucky Wildcats t-shirt if Team LeBron, the AKA the Mams, lose to Michael's team.
Smoking threes.
The Smoking Threes. I think I picked my team pretty close to the way LeBron did, kind of, sort of.
Well, I mean, yes. We did pretty good. I was really surprised. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into this big time, but I'm surprised how it kind of started at the top. But KD, come on, man. Wake up.
Yeah,
I was kind of shocked too. But
I think everybody was.
Yeah, I was surprised. I rewatched it because I didn't watch it live. I was out, but I rewatched it while I was doing Ladies First, of course. I rewatched it and I said, KD, huh? But I like that he was showing love to a lot of players that's their first, because usually the same guys get picked over and over and over again. Like a pickup basketball game, the same guys get picked. But when you see somebody of KD's stature showing love early, I like that. I like that. Something happened. There was a replacement. We're going to talk about the replacement too. And
I'm upset.
Oh yeah, I definitely am. If you saw my tweet last night, then you know how I feel.
Jazz fans, I'm sorry, but the end of this segment will not be fun for you. I can tell you that right now. But before we get started, let's plug some things in. So I got my screen share ready. Oh boy. Here we go, fellas. We got gear. teespring.com/store/unwrapped. Get all your unwrapped gear. These are the OG logos up top. Got the phone case. Got a cute little face mask right there. I did say cute. I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
That's okay.
We got the sticker. I have that sticker on the back of my computer as we speak. Of course, we have a whole lot of LeBron fans and Unwrapped Sports Network and Laker fans. So you got your LeBron and your Laker gear right there. It's really cool designs. I have this sticker as well on the back of my computer. My computer has zero space on the back of it. And then all of your live lineup shows has gear. The hard count. I think Connie and CJ are probably going to change this, but I'm not quite sure. The Prop Bros. Shed a thug tear for the Prop Bros. We got fights unwrapped. A lot of fighting going on tonight. A lot of betting going on tonight. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Gen Z. Shout out to Connie and Josh for Gen Z. I like that glow of that red on their merch. And then we have the Fourth Man Pod. They're bringing a lot of good people on their podcast. Really interesting to listen to. The People's XFL Show. Yes, Garrett, I said it right. I did not get tongue twisted. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. She made that comment because of me, Garrett. I am sorry.
I got tongue twisted 2 weeks ago, and I had to repeat it like 3 times on Ladies First. Good. So don't. It's not because of you. It's not because of you. This beautiful fro with two, very, 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 very nice logos at the back, and then Ladies First. That's me. That is me. That is my show, Ladies First. Saturday standouts. Caleb and
one of my
Sam.
plugins.
Yeah, and all my I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not going to talk about my achievements, but that's me, guys. That's me on that.
Backstop banter. Go ahead, Michael. Give yourself a shout out. Yeah, there you
that's me.
go.
Me, guys. That's me.
That's Michael. And then we got the basketball casuals with Aaron. Keeping it blunt with Caleb and Perry. And then we have the Bets Unwrapped ticket t-shirt. You guys get on here, order you some merch, support the Unwrapped Sports Network. Also, we have the Patreon. And guess what, guys? I won the jersey.
Are you serious?
Word?
Yeah, I did. I'm excited. Perry put it in a Discord.
I haven't paid attention to that.
My frame, whenever I get the jersey, my frame will be here. And guess what I'm doing, guys? I told you these guys this. I told Michael this. I never win anything. So I have to put it in my background for at least 6 months because I never win anything, Nick. I never win anything. So I have to gloat.
I'm honestly right there with you. I don't ever win nothing. That's why I don't bet. I don't do none of that because I'm always bound to lose.
See, Nick, I don't have any good luck. So I really appreciate the Unwrapped Sports Network for giving me the opportunity to win that jersey. I think it's going to be worth a lot of money someday. So I'm going to keep that jersey. But to have an opportunity to win that jersey, you have to be a VIP, part of the Unwrapped Sports Network. This is patreon.com/unwrappedsports. It's $10 per month. You get 20% off the Patreon of the Teespring shop I just showed you. You get the Discord chat, which was announced in the Discord chat. And then we're going to have cool prizes. We got the $10 Amazon gift card. I don't think they've announced that yet. And then next month, I don't know what they're going to have up, but it's going to be very interesting. All right, the Unwrapped family, $5 per month, 10% off the Patreon. The Teespring shop, that's the Patreon code. And of course, you get access to the Discord chat. And then just to be a fan, just to support us, it just takes $1 a month, guys. Just general support. We really do appreciate all the support you guys give us for us to be able to do these wonderful and amazing things. All right. Oh, here we go. Betting.
I was going to say, do we forget everything?
No.
No.
Betting. The bracket season. It's March Madness. Mm-hmm. I'm really contemplating this. I really am because I know how competitive I can get. So I'm really contemplating doing this bracket challenge. It's going to be very difficult because, it's one game against a team that you've probably never seen before. And upsets are going to happen. You can't even bet the 16 against the 1 anymore because, it's just an unprecedented season this year, and it's very wild. So I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I am thinking about it. I did retweet Corey's promo post for it, and then Monique did a promo post for the fights because there's a lot of fights going on tonight. I wonder if they're going to have All-Star Game betting. I'm pretty sure they will, guys. They will have All-Star Game betting. So, guys, use mybookie.ag. Use the code USN100 to double your first deposit. All right, the last promo of the night. Here we go. We need to rub it out. If you've got sore, achy muscles, you need to get those muscles those tight muscles all rubbed out, they got warm therapy. To cool it down, we got cool therapy. Okay, guys? Warm and cool therapy on rxhemp.com. Use the code USN, rxhemp/USN to get 10% off of your entire order. We got warm and cool CBD therapy. It's made with all natural products and a celebrity standby. So, guys, go get you some of that if you have sore, aching muscles. All right. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Yeah, I'm getting older. All right. The Rising Stars Challenge. We got many events going on All-Star Weekend. Well, All-Star Day, as I call it. They're calling it a weekend. I think Adam Silver put something out about a flyer. If the party promoter has the All-Star brand on the flyer, it's not real because I don't think they're allowed to throw All-Star parties this weekend. But they had it in Atlanta. What do they think people in Atlanta were going to? You know what? I'm not going to get into that.
But like,
go ahead.
Isn't that weird though? Like, it's like they're not allowed. Like, the All-Stars are not allowed to like have parties or anything. But like everybody who didn't like make the All-Star game, like they're allowed to like travel throughout this whole break. Like, so if they wanted to go see their family stuff, they're allowed to do that. But they don't let the All-Star players just like go out and hang out. I don't know. It's weird to me.
It's odd. And I saw something. Go ahead, Michael. And I'll tell you what I
just
saw.
with that being said, I was sitting thinking, I mean, the slam dunk contest, you always have the other athletes in the stands, video camera and all that stuff. Of course, I did this because I'm very old, actual video cameras on phone nowadays. But I mean, who's really going to be? Well, I guess it's all the fans that are there for the game because it's at halftime. So never mind. I guess maybe just the all-star players and the Rising Star may be there to watch as well. I guess might be a little weird.
They're going to have their mask on. So I guess that's how it's going to work. Are they going to social distance them? I don't know. We're going to see tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting. But something else that's interesting. This is it's about All-Star Weekend, but it's something a little bizarre. I heard that women have been sleeping in their cars. I saw that on Twitter. Like the women have been sleeping in their cars to get to the All-Stars. I don't know how that's going to work.
Wait,
but I saw it on Twitter.
What women?
I'm like, what?
Groupie. I don't want to say it on live broadcast. But you know what kind of women I'm talking about.
Well, no. I thought like their wives or something. Like, what do you mean women?
On,
the WNBA? I mean, I'm innocent here. I'm very innocent.
I don't like it.
I don't think Adam Silver's that foul.
Yeah, I don't think he can't do that. You can imagine telling Savannah to go sleep in her car. LeBron would shut the NBA down. Let me tell you. I'm just saying. But I saw on Twitter, because I have followers from everywhere on Twitter, and I saw on Twitter that these women, the women that want to be promiscuous.
I'm not going to try to like
they have been sleeping
my
in their
goals
cars.
and achievements or anything, but I've got followers everywhere.
You don't just have followers in Kentucky, do you? No. See?
Girl, yeah, I do. That's about it.
Oh, Michael, we got to, because the more followers you have, the broader your audience, the funnier your timeline would be. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I would love to be more global like you on my followers, but I've got to work on my Twitter game, let me tell you.
It's people I went to college with, you guys, people I played ball with. I mean, it's just I have a good wide knit group. Can I say that?
That works.
Okay.
I mean, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I hate it for these women sleeping in their cars, though. I mean,
oh my God! And when I saw that on Twitter, I said, I know exactly what they're talking about. Somebody recorded. I'm not going to show it on a live broadcast, but somebody recorded a girl stepping out of a U-Haul truck, like she was. How camera? Everybody has a camera. I think she was stepping out of the back of a U-Haul truck with some heels on and a dress. I said, oh no! Like, is it that bad? Is it?
Hey.
When
you're dedicated, you're dedicated, man. I guess.
I know, and it's very interesting. All right, Rising Stars Challenge. Rising Stars Challenge.
Go away from that. It's like a mobile home there, I guess.
I don't know what it is. I mean, it looked like her hair was intact. Her heels, her dress didn't look like it was wrinkled. I mean, she looked like she just stepped out the house. And I mean,
she's got a futon in that back. You know that.
Oh, goodness. And I'm like, is it that deep to where U-Hauls and cars, y'all can get to the athletes that y'all probably can't get to anyway? I mean,
And you know it's probably cold in that back too.
Ooh, wee! She ain't got no heat either.
Yep. Oh.
It's tough out here, man. It's tough. For all the women that are in Atlanta, we're gonna pray for you. We're just gonna pray for you. Like Nick said, it's dedication.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. You know what I mean? Get it how you live. So Jeezy, that's what Jeezy say. Get it how you live. Yeah. I have to throw that in there. All right. Rising Stars Challenge. We got the U.S. team and the world team. Now, if you have it pulled up, I have it pulled up.
Are you going to share it?
Oh, I can share it. I can screen share it. No problem.
I'm sorry. That's what I thought you meant when you said you had it pulled up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have two devices working.
Oh, I mean,
we can pull it up.
I'm not saying nothing here, Amber. Just go on. I mean,
because I have to work with two devices, and I'm so used to doing it, Michael. I honestly am, because when I do my show, I have notes on my device, and I kind of just share my notes. Let me see if I can pull it up on NBA.com, because I took this picture on Twitter.
Okay.
So,
am I the only one that misses like the rookies and sophomores?
Yes, I do. I miss that, and I miss it a lot.
I don't know. It's like this new format just kind of has me all out of whack. It's like, I don't know.
Well, apparently I didn't realize that they didn't go with the rookies and sophomores until about 3 or 4 days ago, because I was like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Yeah, I want to say it's been like that for like the last like 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say
it has. So I'm going to share this screen with ladies and gentlemen.
Except for the ones in the cars, because they probably don't have Wi-Fi.
Man, I hate that it doesn't scroll. Ugh. All right, here we go. What are you guys thinking about these rosters? I'm going to scroll through them very slowly.
Very slowly.
Yeah,
I really like the U.S. team.
Yeah, I do too. Like I feel like if they had a game, like I feel like they probably beat the brakes off of the other team. I hate to say that, but especially like when you have like a guy so dynamic, you got like a great front court and James Wiseman and Zion, and then you got a phenomenal backcourt. You got John Morant, you got Tyrese Halliburton, high flying Anthony Edwards. Like, you know, that's just so much athleticism on that one team. It's definitely difficult.
And Ball. I mean, Ball just passing that around too. I mean, I feel like it's stacked. I might be biased here, but I definitely feel like the U.S. is going to dominate in this game. Glad that Dort is on there.
Yeah, I am too. Shout out to Lugens Dort. He's playing very well this season. You know what? I don't even know who the starting five would be. Okay, give me your starting five for the world, and then give me your starting five for the U.S. If you guys think you can do it. I'm trying to think.
I'll go first. I'll say for the world, I'll say the point guard probably be Alexander Walker. The 2 will probably be RJ Barrett. 3 probably Lou Dort, or you could probably switch both Barrett and Lou Dort. You could put them both as a wing, either 2 or 3, whichever one. And then for the 4, I'll put Rui at the 4.
Okay.
And then they don't actually have a center on here, do they?
They Precious. They got Precious.
Okay.
He's probably the closest.
I'll put Precious on there. And then for the U.S. team, I'll say obviously LaMelo for the 1. 2, we'll probably put Ja.
Okay.
3 Anthony Edwards, 4 Zion, and then 5 James Wiseman.
Okay.
That'll be my projected lineup.
Okay. Michael, you want to take a stab at it?
I mean, really, as far as the world, I think everyone would just about agree with you on that one. As far as the U.S., I would rather see, and it's because I'm a Kentucky boy, Hero in that lineup, just because he's his second year, just to start out. Again, Kentucky boy's the only reason. But where do you play him at? It'd have to be like at the 3, because you're going to have Ja in there as well. And LaMelo, I mean, just what he's doing there. So, I mean, can I start at 6? Because that's about – I mean, who do you sit, really? I mean, I have a feeling they're probably going to say, okay, guys, here's everybody's number in a hat. First 1 through 5, that's just go out there. Because, I mean, even Michael Porter Jr. is having a good year this year.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even see Michael Porter Jr.
So, I mean, where do you play him? I mean, he could be the 3 or the 4. So, I mean, really, just guys, go out there and just do your thing.
Yeah, my starting 5 would be Ja, Tyler Hero, Michael Porter, Zion, and James.
You can put LaMelo in there?
I'm going to have him come off the bench.
He's a rookie.
I'm going to have him come off the bench. Yeah, I have LaMelo come off the bench. Him and, that would be nice, him coming off the bench. They're guard heavy. He could throw lobs to DeAndre Hunter and then get Wiseman and Zion some lobs. I would have him run that second unit to get everybody involved. I really would. But I would have Ja starting. I like Ja with that first unit just because he can run pick and roll with Zion. He can run pick and roll with James. Michael Porter can do his thing. And then Hero can spot up, shoot threes. And he can also be involved passing on the offensive end because his passing ability has become very, very good this season. Well, actually started becoming good last season. So I like that starting 5. I love Keldon Johnson. I know I'm a Spurs fan, but I love watching Keldon Johnson play.
No, he's dope. He's been having a really good year.
Very good year. And Haliburton has come on late. I was high on him during the draft because I watch a lot of Big 12 basketball, of course, and he went to Iowa State. So Iowa State's not doing too well this season, but Haliburton has come on as of late. And this world team, yikes. This I don't like how they did this. I want to go back to rookies and sophomores.
That's exactly why, because like you can tell like which team like is obviously better than the other.
Yeah,
when you look at these rosters,
it's not close.
Mm-hmm.
It's not close. Just look at it. Nobody on the U.S. team is averaging single digits. Nobody. Everybody's averaging double digit in points. Everybody. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4 people on the world team averaging double digits in scoring. I mean, that's just not, it doesn't compare, but I'll probably go Rui, Luguentz Dort, Brandon Clark, probably RJ Barrett and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's probably what I would go. I'll probably play to match up, though. I probably couldn't do that because, yes, I could. Because I could put Rui on Brandon Clark, I'll put Brandon Clark on James and Rui on Zion. That would just have to be my matchup. Against Dort, it's rough. But Brandon Clark's more of the athletic type to guard James Wiseman. You know what I mean? Because James Wiseman runs the floor. So I would think that. I'm not quite sure if I would start Precious. I like what Brandon Clark brings to the table. He stretches the floor as well. And with Rui,
just looking at the world team, there's like no one that's going to be like just the superstar of the team,
It's not. And, Nickeil Alexander-Walker can get hot and RJ Barrett can get hot.
Can.
And RJ Barrett can get hot. So those two guys can get hot. Luguentz Dort, you know what he's going to give you. He's going to give you defense and some offense.
Mm-hmm.
But go back. Can we get the rookies and sophomores back? Can we petition that? Nick, you think we can petition that?
We should. I feel like that would be way more competitive because, let's just say, like, for instance, like this game does happen. Like we all obviously know what like the final score would be, like, or at least the outcome.
Yeah, and it would really irk my soul. Okay, let's see. CJ said world would get clapped. He would have.
He ain't wrong.
LaMelo, Ja, Michael Porter Jr., Zion, and Wiseman. Yeah,
that's good too.
That's good too. You could go either way.
Yeah.
You can start LaMelo or you can bring LaMelo off the bench. It doesn't really matter. But he's played very well this season with the Hornets. The Hornets, yes, they've changed so much.
The Hornets, the Bobcats, the Pelicans, whoever they are.
Whoever they are. All right, let's look at this, guys. Let's look at the events. We're gonna start with the Taco Bell Skills Challenge. Woohoo! You know what's interesting?
Bigs have been dominating this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting about this skills challenge? You know something that's interesting? There's only 1 point guard on here. Well, 2. Well, Luka, yeah. There's 2 point guards on here. So these big guys, Randle, Sabonis, Vujicic, they're showing their skills. So who do you like as a dark horse and who do you like to win it?
As a dark horse, I don't know. It's tough. I would say a dark horse would probably be somebody like Rocco, just because I don't really know what I'll expect out of him. I don't know. I mean, he does show a lot of quickness on the floor, but, I think going up against these guys, it'll be rather difficult. And for a winner, I'm going to just say just because the bigs have been really dominating, I'm going to go somebody like Julius Randle just because you never know who's going to take it.
Okay.
That's actually, I was going to say Julius Randle as my dark horse because he is a big, and I just feel like this season is his season. He's got a lot to prove, and he's finally got the spotlight where he can say, hey, I'm going to do the best I can, and I belong here. It's crazy to say that Chris Paul is not the top guy on here. He's been in it for 5 years, done this skills challenge, and has never won it. But I'm actually going to go with Vucevic on this. I want to say Sabonis because he came second last year, but I don't think he can hit that 3 again.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That would be my only hesitation on even Vucevic, but he's a pretty good shooter out there. So I think it's funny too because a lot of the highlights you can see the guards messing up on the pass. You would think the pass would be their best thing that they do there, but I think Julius has done a lot of everything this year, so that's why I'm going to say he's my dark horse, and he's a Kentucky guy too. But I'm going to go with Vucevic.
Okay, my dark horse is going to be Sabonis. That's going to be my dark horse. My winner, I'm going to take Chris Paul. He's got to win one. He's got to win one. Come on, Chris. Do it for us, Chris.
I feel like Chris Paul really just missed this one.
What you guys say?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you, Nick.
I feel like Chris Paul should just honestly rest this one. Honestly, I mean he's like what 34 or something like that. Like just go ahead and rest it out.
Yeah.
I want to see him win. I do. Go ahead, Michael.
I feel like he's going to choke. I mean, like we said, he's been in it for 5 years. This is 6 years. He's going to think, I have to win this. Like, I'm the point guard. This is what I do. And I think he's going to put too much pressure on him.
Oh, goodness. I mean, he caught an alley-oop in the All-Star game last year. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. But I would really like to see him win that. I would.
I think everybody actually would.
Yeah, but would I rather see him win a ring? Of course. Of course,
no,
but
rather win the skills challenge and be done. Retire after that.
Retire after that. That'd be dope. All right. Here we go. The next event. This is my favorite event. I don't know about you guys, but this is my favorite event of them all. Yeah, you guessed it. The 3-point contest.
Yes.
The 3-point contest. So we got we got Mike Conley instead of Devin Booker. We got Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. Woo! This is going to be fun. Dark horse and winner.
My dark horse, I'm going to say Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker really has like a really good
It's Mike Conley now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Who's my dark? That's tough. All right, if it's not Booker, then I'll probably say LaVine. Just because I feel like I feel like LaVine can like really get hot and like probably around like that 3rd or 4th row and really like take a lead. But I think it's really a no-brainer to me who is going to win like the greatest shooter of all time, which is Steph Curry.
Tatum. Oh, yeah. I mean, if anyone were to say anybody else than Curry as far as you're predicting, you're betting money on something and trying to go with it. So, yeah, I think Curry is the top on this. But as far as my dark horse, I'd go with Mitchell just because I think Utah's out to prove against the world right now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of disrespect to Utah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and even Mitchell. Too. I mean, he isn't flat out an all-star. So I mean,
yeah, he is. He's all-star. I don't understand what people don't understand about that. All right, here we go. I'm going to go somewhere different, guys. I'm going to change it up because I'm not going to say Conley. I'm going to change. No disrespect to Utah. I got to say that every single time because Utah fans are a little sensitive right now.
They'll come at you.
They'll come at me, especially on Twitter in my DMs.
I don't have to worry about that because my Twitter's in Kentucky.
See, in my DMs,
come at me, Utah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take the hit for all of us. I'm going to take one for the team. All right, my dark horse. This is gonna be weird. My dark horse is Steph Curry.
Your dark horse?
Yes, my dark horse is Steph Curry. I know you guys. I know. I'm being weird. Okay?
Yes.
I get the likeness to be different. You know,
I like to be different. My winner, I'm gonna go Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my dark horse is Steph
He's
Curry.
actually had a solid shooting year. Jaylen Brown's had a good shooting year.
He's had a solid shooting year. And then I'm gonna go my winner, Jaylen Brown. Now,
so
I could
you
be
think
wrong.
Jaylen Brown has a better chance to win than Steph Curry?
No, but I think people are predicting Steph so much to where it's kind of like, okay, like if Dame was to participate, I cannot talk because he was supposed to be in this, but he dropped out. So if it was Dame and Steph, then people will be like, okay, it's going to be out of Dame and Steph. But I don't want to pick Steph because I feel like everybody else is picking him. So I'm going to pick him as the dark horse just in case he does win. How about that? And save myself.
It's not bad. You know who should really be in this? Seth needs to be in this. Seth Curry.
Oh yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah. Joe Harris would be a good one.
Joe Harris should too.
But I get why Seth didn't want to do it because his brother was in it. I think they try to stay away from competing against one another because that's all you would hear about all night. Steph versus Seth. And I think that's one reason why he chooses not to, because they said that he had opportunity to sign with the Warriors, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to.
Well,
and I get that.
I mean, too.
I do, and I'm thinking about it. I would probably want to compete to try to beat my brother, but at the same time, I would probably be miserable to always hear, "Oh, it's Steph's brother. You lost.
Yep.
You're Steph's brother." So to stay away from that, yeah, I would probably understand it.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm not picking Tatum, and I like Tatum, he takes too long to shoot.
He does.
He takes too long to shoot. And Jaylen Brown gets his shot off quicker than Tatum. I like Zach LaVine. He's improved his shooting. And I like Donovan Mitchell. Mike Conley could surprise some people too.
For even being in the competition.
He could surprise some people. So, but I'm going to pick Jaylen Brown. I'm a huge Jaylen Brown fan. Been a Jaylen Brown fan since his days at Cal. I'm saying my dark horse is Steph, guys. I know I like to be different. Don't judge me.
I mean, we can't really say that's a dark horse, but keep going.
You can't. I mean, you can't, but he's mine. All right.
He's yours. It's your show, so yes, it's allowed.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. All right, we got some new blood in the dunk contest. We got some new blood.
Aren't they all rookies?
I think so.
I haven't had a chance to look at the list.
Yeah, if my page will load. Come on. Oh, goodness. I just updated you, computer. You don't have to be this way.
While it's loading, I am so glad that you said you like the three-point competition better than slam dunk. I mean, it's great to see them, but to me, and I'm with Shaq on this, if you miss your first dunk and then have to do it again, you can't get a 10. And I feel like sometimes, no matter what, people get 10, and it ruins it for me. Like, there's only so many things that you can do in a dunk competition, I think. Like, the crowd would go crazy when even Steve Nash, when he kicked it off his feet and then off his head for an alley-oop. I mean, yeah, that was great, but still, it's a dunk contest. Like, the dunk was it. You know, that was just extra stuff to me. But
I must say I'm with you on that. Like, I do kind of agree with it, but then again, I don't. Just particularly because, like, you know, a lot of these dunks that they're really trying to do is like nearly impossible. Like, the average guy would not be able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
So if they do miss it the first time, if they do miss it the first time, you know, I'm not too mad about it. But I do kind of get what Shaq is doing though. Like, you do have to make it on your first dunk, but I do also think that's kind of also not fair at the same time.
We got Anthony Simons.
9, I think, but I don't think you should be able to get a 10.
Yeah, because you get that the first time. You get that
and you expect this is what he's going to do, you know.
Yeah.
But the first time we go, that's what he did. I'm sorry, Amber. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. And if you try another dunk your second time, then you get that I think it's the effect that people are wanting. I'm guessing. We got Anthony Simons, Cassius Stanley, and Obi Toppin. I think Anthony Simons probably the shortest guy in this one. He's the shortest. Of course, it is Cassius Stanley and then Obi Toppin. Hmm. This is interesting. Only 3 participants this season.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I want to go with Toppin on this, but he's almost too big to win, and I hate to even say that
Yeah.
because usually the bigger you are, the less wow factor it is on a dunk. Like it blew my mind when oh my goodness, Dwight Howard dunked on the 12-foot goal in his dunk competition and still didn't win. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I mean that's great. The dude jumped 2 feet higher of a goal that we usually dunk on,
Right.
and they're just like, yeah, it was great. And then you got Robinson out there that just kind of double pumped it, dunked. Oh my goodness! So yeah, I want to go with Tobin, but you already said Simmons is the shortest, so I'm just going to vote there automatically because he's the shortest. He'll get the wow factor.
I don't know. I don't know if like I guess just looking at these names, I don't know if I'm gonna really get like too excited about this year's. But if I had to choose one, then I'll probably say Cassius Stanley just because he has a lot of balance. And also, I mean, if you've been watching the G League bubble, he's had a lot of like great putback dunks, 360. So I'll probably go him.
I like Cassius Stanley too, and I used to watch his mixtape in high school a couple years ago. And when I tell you his mixtape was nice, a lot of dunks. I like him. I think Anthony Simons, when I watched the Trailblazers play, because I watched him play a lot, because I'm a Dame fan, his bounce is sneaky. He's small, but he has sneaky bounce. And I think if he gets the right bounce, they're saying it's all about the jump and the timing on dunks. If he gets the right bounce on the jump and the right timing, I think he could do some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And Obi Toppin he was a crazy dunker in college. Everybody know him for dunking in college. I mean, he won the awards and stuff at Dayton, but he's tall. And sometimes the tall guy doesn't get the love. Like if Anthony Simons and Obi Toppin do the same dunk, then Simons is going to get more love than Obi Toppin is. And I want to see a big guy do something crazy, something different, do something more athletic, I guess you could say, because Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, they did athletic things. And they were bigger. They're taller guys. They're taller than Simons, and I think they might be taller than Cassius Stanley. Cassius Stanley has that bounce, though. But Anthony Simons has that sneaky bounce. And Obi Toppin is the tall guy. It's so hard to pick. But I'm going to pick Cassius Stanley. I'm going to pick Cassius Stanley just because I used to watch a lot of his mixtape stuff in high school. He was in high school.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you guys something. Here's a little haterade from me, I guess.
Okay.
What do you all think when they actually jump over somebody? Like when they're holding the ball up, do you all like get wowed on that when they jump over and then do something? Because I'll tell you, this is my hate. When they do it, you can see that they're actually pushing down on the ball on the guy. So, I mean, they're holding themselves up more, like they're getting more of a bounce.
Yeah.
To me, that's cheating. And everyone else, like, granted, the timing of Gordon when his mascot was spinning around and held it there and then did the jump, but you can see the mascot almost gets pushed down. It's like, I mean, that's cheating. Again, like I said, hater. Do you all agree or like, wow, Michael, like, let's delete you off the show for this?
We're not going to delete the show. Go ahead, Nick.
I kind of agree with you just because like sometimes like we do see that happen and then like, you know, they'll jump over the guy and then it'll just be like a basic dunk, like a basic like two-hand. And I'm kind of like, okay. I want to say there was one year, I want to say it was like 2015 or something like that when like John Wall jumped over someone and then he went behind the back or something like that. I can't remember.
Yes.
But yeah, that one was pretty good. But like, you know, if they just do a basic two-hand dunk, then I'm not too enthused. But like, if they're able to like jump over the guy and then possibly do like a between the legs or 360 and all that, then maybe just excited. Like you got to add more creativity with it. Like if you're just going to jump over a guy, it can't just be like some basic dunk. Oh, it like just because you're going over a guy that's like 7 feet.
Right.
Yeah, and they're having to get more creative because the dunk contest has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
And they have to get more creative. That's why it's so hard to have these dunk contests because they run out of things to do. Like the 3-point contest, you got 3-point shooters. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it so exciting because you never know who's going to win. The skills challenge is the same way. The skills challenge, you got new competitors. It's the same. Well, they change up the skills, but it's the same kind of concept. The dunk contest, you have to be original and you have to be creative. And that is very, very hard to do. Very, very hard to do. So say for instance, you know how YouTube is big, Instagram is big, Snapchat, whatever. All these social platforms are big. So if you do a dunk that somebody's already done and millions of people have already seen it, you're not going to get that ooh and ah factor anymore because of social media. So if somebody's seen it on YouTube and it has 5.6 million views or something like that, and you turn around and do it in a dunk contest, people are going to tag you on Twitter, tag the dunk right next to your dunk, and boom, your dunk contest is ruined. It was all within a matter of 10 seconds. So the creativity has become more difficult, I believe. And that's probably why people have lost their passion for the dunk contest, because the creativity is hard to create something that people haven't already done. But how do you add that wow factor to it? And the judges this year are very stern. So
who are they exactly?
I think they're it's Josh Smith. I think it's past champions. I think if I'm thinking correctly.
I think so.
Let me see. Let me see if I can. Okay, Dominique Wilkins.
Okay.
D. Brown, Jason Richardson, Josh Smith, Spud Webb. Yep, those are the judges.
Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna be difficult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave these judges right here for you guys. That's gonna be tough. That's why I said the judges are gonna be more stiff this year. And I think that's what we wanted. We wanted that last year. We wanted to see people that have already won a dunk contest. Candace Parker won a dunk contest for the McDonald's All-American game. She wasn't the one that messed up the scoring. Wasn't it D Wade the one that messed up the score?
I want to say it was D Wade, yeah.
Last year. And Candace looked at him like, "What are you doing, D Wade?"
they gave him hell for that one for like the next week.
They made him a whole meme and people still use it. So I like to have past champs, and that's what we've been wanting. I think Twitter bullies the NBA into doing things. I really honestly do. But I like that. I like past champions judging the dunk contest because they want to see you be original. They want to see you do something different, something new, something fresh. We know Dominique Wilkins and Jason Richardson are some of the best dunkers to ever do it. Spud Webb is a little guy that did crazy things. Josh Smith was crazy athletic. And D. Brown was crazy athletic for his size.
Crazy.
Yeah, so they're going to be judging you, I think, on creativity and also your bounce. You got to have that bounce. And I think that's
I wish we'd had Vince Carter as a judge this year.
Yeah, that would have been dope. That'd been dope. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. I think next year. I want to see Jordan as a judge as well. I want to see Nate Robinson, Jordan.
Nate Robinson, definitely.
Yeah.
Vince Carter. That'd been cool. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that would have been fair. All right, to the game. To the game.
Yes. Oh yeah, this is where. Here we go.
I mean, I think this game is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting. I hope you guys can see the names there. I don't know why it won't let me see the names, but you guys see the names and the teams there. I think it kind of fades it out on the website, whatever. What are you guys thinking about these teams?
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I personally think that they're well matched. I personally would have made some tweaks to KD's lineup just because I do understand that, he wanted to have his guys with him, Kyrie and James Harden. I don't know, man. I'm looking at Team LeBron. You got Giannis on the team, you got Steph Curry on the team, obviously LeBron. You got Jaylen Brown, the Joker. You got Luka, like
Dame, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. This is honestly like a really deep rotation that you got. I mean, and it's no disrespect to like all the other guys on Team Durant, but these are guys that are gonna like help you win the ball game, especially with how competitive it was last year and what we expect it to be this year. So if I had to choose one team, I'll probably have to go with Team LeBron. But
yes,
you never know.
I mean, I absolutely hate LeBron. And I would be an idiot if I didn't pick LeBron's team in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I that first pick, did everyone really just like take a deep breath and be like, what was Durant doing? I mean, when he took Kyrie first, yes, Kyrie's great, but when you've got Giannis and Curry as the one on the board there, I mean, do you not think that either one goes first, no matter what it is?
Yeah, I see that, but like, remember we talked about Kyrie Irving being an all-star type of player? He's gonna ooh and ah, and Kyrie can get you some clutch buckets too. Though.
I mean,
don't you know what I mean?
I agree, but
it's different though. Like it's different when you have Giannis, a 2-time MVP, Steph Curry, a 2-time MVP. Like you got all this list of players on the board, and then you decide to choose your team's point guard, and now you're like, okay. I mean, it's not a bad pick, but as far as like a first pick, I probably wouldn't have went there.
I get what you guys are saying. I get what you're saying. So, Michael, you're thinking LeBron. So you think you're gonna have to wear that OU shirt for a while?
Well, now, no. We're going by our list, right? With the teams we drafted. So our team's a little bit different, right? I'm not going by Kevin Durant's team that he drafted. I'm going by the team I drafted, right?
Well,
I can go either way with you.
Well, it's mixed up because the team I drafted, the only players that I got Sabonis, Ben Simmons, Dame, Rudy Gobert, Jaylen Brown, and Steph on my team, LeBron, on the one that I picked.
I was thinking that we were just going to do it like it's a fantasy league. Whatever points they scored will go to our team, no matter which player drafted them.
Okay, so we want to tally up points for our players.
That's what I thought we were doing. Either way, it's fine with me.
Let's do it. Let's tally up.
I like my shirt. I ain't going to lie.
See, okay, and I'll wear that bright Kentucky blue shirt if I lose. So we're going to tally up points from our players for who we drafted. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Now, Team Durant is the new guys. That's the new blood. It seems like I said, when I rewatched the draft because I was doing my show, he drafted a lot of players that haven't been there before, and he was showing love. And I love that. Showing love to Zach LaVine, showing love to Bradley Beal, showing love to Zion, you know what I mean? And then his teammates. I like that. I like that he didn't pick the same old, and he did something different. That being said, LeBron kind of went different for me. I didn't think he would pick that much size. Luka, Giannis, the Joker, all that size. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of size. And then Durant picked the speed. He got Bradley Beal. He has James Harden, Zach LaVine.
He basically got a lot of bucket getters.
He did. Then he has Kawhi that'll lock down on defense. Vucevic, he gets a lot of buckets. Zion gets buckets. But Kevin Durant doesn't really have much defense on his team. The only defense he has is Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard.
The All-Star game. So we don't play defense now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the new format, yes, they have. Yeah. So let's hope it still is like that this year. I mean, last year it was really good. Every year other than that, it was horrible. It was basically whoever crossed the line was either throwing a lob or throwing a three. So
I'll never forget that game like 3-4 years ago. I think it was 2017 when IT try to bounce the ball up, try to go for a dunk, and nobody tried to defend them. It was like, oh my god.
I mean, Chris Paul caught an alley-oop on the back door last year. I loved it. I loved it.
That shocked me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he said the plant-based diet helped him with his hops. So shout out to the plant-based diet. Shout out to Chris Paul. Now, who wins the game? You guys I'll pick Team LeBron. I agree. I would not be shocked if Katie's team kept it close.
If they catch fire, yeah.
If they catch fire, it's over. If Katie's team catch fire, it's over with. I would love to see Katie playing this game, but it is what it is. MVPs.
That's a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna say Joker.
Okay. If Kevin Durant's team wins?
If Kevin Durant's team wins, I'll probably
it's Bradley Beal.
Possibly him. Or if not, that's a tough one. Mm-hmm. It's really based on whoever catches fire. Kind of like what we said earlier. I feel like I'm gonna lean more towards James Harden just because I feel like he will be that guy that you give the ball to down the stretch in the fourth quarter. But if not him, maybe Kawhi again. Who knows?
Okay. Michael?
I'm actually going to go with Bradley Beal anyways, just because I feel like he is out to prove this game. This is not just a regular game or another fun game for him. This is him saying, hey, I'm an MVP candidate for the season for a reason on a crap team. So, and also I think he's going to try to talk some playtime into possibly getting traded. Be like, hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm playing this well.
Hot take. I like it. So,
but that's me. LeBron wins. I'm going to go with Luka. I just feel he needs to show that anyways. He's that kind of player that is iffy anyways. Some people love, I mean, everybody loves him, but to say that he's that superstar, this is his time to take over, I think. Definitely. I also want to say Curry as well, just because he didn't get to play last year, and just say, hey, I'm back. So those are my three that I would probably go with.
All right. Team LeBron, I'm going to go Dame. I'll go either Dame or Dame or the Joker.
Dang it, I should have said Gobert. Gobert hands down, man.
Darn it, Utah fans, we're sorry. We didn't say Gobert. Dang it.
I'm gonna pinpoint off of like what you said, Amber, with Dame winning All-Star Game MVP. This is why I didn't understand why people were upset that Dame didn't get that starting position over Luka. I mean, I do get it, but it doesn't mean that Dame is not gonna be in like during crunch time or like the last like final possessions of the game. So if he's catching fire, then you already know, no question, he's gonna be in that same rotation with LeBron and the rest of the guys. So
yeah,
you know.
And LeBron keeps picking him first. So
you know what? Let's play this scenario out.
Okay.
Fourth quarter or whatever quarter time left, whatever you want to say, because they're going by points. Mm-hmm. And LeBron's got the ball out of bounds, sideline, with 3 seconds left. What lineup do you think they're playing?
I think they have obviously LeBron, Steph, Dame. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't want to put Giannis in there because Giannis is kind of a liability.
I would put
especially if you're looking for a three. Like if you're going for three, Giannis.
Yeah, probably Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm. And Luka, maybe
Luka or maybe even Paul George.
Or Paul George, yeah. Because Chris Paul is a clutch shot maker and he can hit free throws. Dame, Chris Paul, and Steph all shoot 90 from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. So if it's a clutch bucket to be had, they get fouled, they're going to hit their free throws. I mean, you just got to think about it like that. And then you
almost see LeBron. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You got Luka. So that's who I would go with. Or Paul George. Either or.
I could almost see LeBron not even being out there just because of him. Now, if it's coach saying, okay, yes, LeBron, you're out there. But what if LeBron said, I'm 65 years old right now. Let's just let one of these other guys do it. Joker take the ball out. You don't think so?
No, LeBron's IQ.
Yeah,
the IQ.
You definitely want him in there.
Oh, LeBron's going to draw up the play, but he's going to say, hey, I did this.
No, Michael. LeBron's going to have his butt out there. I know
LeBron's going to be out there.
LeBron's going to be out there.
Okay, well, who's taking the shot then?
You got Steph, Dame,
Chris Paul or Luka or Paul George.
I mean, I know anyone, but like if you're designing a play, who are you going to say, okay, this is option 1, option 2, option 3?
You got the luxury of picking whomever.
I feel like it'll more so go to Dame just because I feel like, in that inbound play, they're going to really try to like double and triple Steph. So I feel like Dame will probably have like enough space to get a shot off.
Yeah.
Personally, if I'm playing against his team, I'm not letting Dame touch the ball because it is Dame's time then. I put all 4 people on him, so anybody else beat me.
And Curry can beat you. Chris Paul can beat you. That's where the problem lies. Like, so many guys can beat you on that lineup if it's the last shot. Now, my MVP for Team Durant, if they win, would go to probably. I'm gonna go somewhere different because I think he's going to. I think he has something to prove. I'm gonna go Joel Embiid.
Okay.
I think Embiid has something to prove. I think he's leading candidate for MVP this season. I don't care what people say. They have a better record, and he's playing better than LeBron.
Oh yeah,
he's playing better than LeBron.
Definitely.
Well, they might have the same record. I'm not sure, but it's close. And the number 1 in the East right now. I think the Lakers have dropped to 3rd, right? Because Phoenix is 2nd. Phoenix beat them. Phoenix moved to 2nd, correct?
Yeah,
Jazz
and
1, Phoenix 2, Lakers 3rd, Clippers 4th. Yes.
I must say I did have Joker earlier, like probably like a few weeks ago as my MVP, but I think it's no question right now. It should be Embiid.
Embiid's putting up numbers. Now, wouldn't this be great? Joel Embiid wins All-Star MVP, regular season MVP, and Finals MVP. That would be. Has anybody ever done that? Jordan, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, that'd probably be the only.
Did LeBron do it? I can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did Bron do it? All-Star MVP, regular season MVP, and Finals MVP. Should that be something we look up?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's do that, guys. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Because I know the East lost in 2012. I can't remember what happened in 2013.
I can't either. You have to think about these All-Star games. You got to go back.
I know.
I've been watching the All-Star game for a long time. And regular season.
Actually, no. I think they lost in 13 too, because I think that was the same All-Star game where Kobe had that block on LeBron, like to end the game. But or maybe it wasn't that year. I can't remember.
What about Kareem?
Maybe.
Players to win MVP, Finals, and Finals MVP in the same season. Okay. Now, these are there are 10 players that have done it. Finals and regular season MVP. LeBron James, 2012, 2013. Tim Duncan, 03. Shaq, 2000. Hakeem, 94. Jordan, 91, 92, 96, 98. Magic, 87. Bird, 86, 84. Moses Malone, 83. Kareem, 71. And Willis Reed, 70. Now, did Jordan win the All-Star MVP in 91, 92, 96, or 98? Oh, boy, I got to go back. Goodness, Jordan. Okay, we can look that up, can't we?
Let's see here. What years?
91, 92. Hold on.
91 was Charles Barkley. 92 was Magic Johnson. 93 was Karl Malone, John Stockton. 94 was Scottie Pippen. 95, Mitch Richmond. 96 was Michael Jordan.
Okay, so he's probably the only player that's ever done that. Maybe who won it in 03?
Kevin Garnett.
Who won it in 20? What was LeBron? Who won it in 2013, 2012 and 2013?
Chris Paul. 12 was Kevin Durant.
Okay, so Michael Jordan's probably the only player that's ever done it. All three. That's who I.
When was Kareem? What years were Kareem?
71, just 71.
Nope. Lenny Wilkins.
Okay. Ooh, Lenny Wilkins. What
Maybe
about Larry?
Oscar Roberts?
He's not on the list.
Oh, never mind then.
What about Larry Bird? Larry Bird won
82. He won at 82.
I think he won at 82.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see where he is on the list. Nope, 84 and 86. What about Moses Malone? Did he win it in 83?
Nope, Julius Erving.
Let me see. Magic Johnson, did he win it in 87?
Tom Chambers.
Ooh, you went back. Hakeem, did he win it in 94?
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
What about Shaquille O'Neal? He won it in 2000?
Tim Duncan and Shaq.
So Shaq is another player. So Shaq and Jordan are the only two players to win All-Star MVP, Finals MVP, and regular season MVP. Joel Embiid has a good chance to do that.
I think that makes Jordan number 1 all time and Shaq number 2 all time now.
I think so.
Oh man, they about to start it up on Twitter.
we don't want to start nothing. We don't want to start nothing.
MD Lawson 00.
You know, simply me _AV. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'll retweet it and get a couple of laughs in. We don't want to start anything, guys. We just really don't. Now, this is our last topic of the night. The controversy that came with the Devin Booker pick.
Oh man.
after his injury to his knee. Now, I personally think that Twitter bullied the NBA into picking Mike Conley because I can name two guys. There are two guys I think should have been in, either DeMar DeRozan or SGA. I'm not being biased because I'm a Spurs and OKC fan, but the numbers speak for themselves. They have better numbers than Conley. The Spurs are actually winning now. OKC isn't winning, but SGA's numbers are pretty darn good. What do you guys think?
So, for anyone who follows me on Twitter, you may have seen the tweet last night. You may have not. I expressed my opinion. I am happy for Mike Conley. I must say I am happy just because everything that he's done for the NBA for the past decade or so. But would I have picked him to replace Booker in All-Star game? Of course not. I look at guys. I mentioned De'Aaron Fox, who has had a really good year for Sacramento, even though they're not as good. I looked at even Jamal Murray, who was obviously not as good as he was in the bubble, but his numbers are still pretty good. Then you got guys like DeMar DeRozan, you got Brandon Ingram, even you said SGA. You just have like a lot of other options that you could use outside of Mike Conley. I do, like I said, I am happy for Conley, but I don't think he's playing at the all-star level like these guys have been, or even like one of those or even like one of the top options for his team like these guys have. But that's just my opinion.
Well, I was trying to look back through my Twitter feed because I did see something that had like these three dragons that looked very fierce, and then the fourth one looked like it had googly eyes, and it was Mike Conley. They were talking about the three-point competition. But I stumbled across a woman getting out of a U-Haul vehicle, so now I understand what you're saying.
I told you.
I will say this at least. I did mention Mike Conley semi-snub last week on this. Yep. So, I mean, he is having a good year. Jimmy Butler is one that definitely should have been there, but we know that they asked him, or at least that's what they say. They asked him, but he wouldn't go without Bam. Bam is also another one that probably should have been there as well. So, I mean, to say that they're going to get the numbers and the people right, I mean, there's so many different opinions on there. I'm just happy for Mike Conley. I mean, I loved him when he was at Memphis. Glad he's having a good year. I picked Devin Booker on my team, so that's definitely going to hurt my team now because it just changed to Mike Conley. So that's definitely not going to be a bucket for me. So,
Michael, we're counting the bucket on this show. We count the bucket.
That's right. We're counting the bucket. So
we're counting the bucket.
I mean, I'll say I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. But yeah, I definitely feel like somebody else probably should have got that spot.
I don't want to feel like I'm hating on Utah because Utah's got enough hate this season, but I've given Utah a lot of praise this season as well. I do think that Rudy Gobert deserves to be an all-star. I think that Donovan Mitchell deserves to be an all-star. They have the best record in the NBA still, even though they've, kind of stumbled a couple of games. I just think that DeMar DeRozan's numbers are better, and they're actually winning.
Yep.
By himself too, basically. I mean, the team's looking good, but DeMar's the star on that team.
He is, and they have a lot of different guys that step up different nights. Like one night it might be DeJounte Murray, another night it might be LaMarcus Aldridge. Keldon Johnson stepped up. Lonnie Walker stepped up. Derek White, when he's healthy, he'll step up. But for the most part, that offense kind of revolves around DeMar DeRozan. So I feel like with the Spurs in a playoff position that nobody saw them in, and with the way that he's playing, I think he deserved it. I'm happy for Mike Conley. I am. Even he was surprised. I mean, he put something on Twitter. Then he put some eyes or something, or he typed a tweet out or something like that. He was surprised. I like SGA because his numbers, and he's doing it really by himself. Nobody else on the team is averaging 14 or 15. I think Lou Dort might be the second leading scorer, him or Baisley. So SGA is putting up the numbers. They're just not winning because he doesn't have a supporting cast around him. He does not. De'Aaron Fox, I get your argument for De'Aaron Fox. Luke Walton has to go. I stand on that hill. I don't even know why he's still there. I like De'Aaron Fox. So players on the cusp. Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, SGA are those next three guards that are on that cusp in the West. But think about it. Can they get in next year? Because Clay's coming back. CJ's coming back. The West is going to be tough to get into next year. And will Chris Paul still be in the West next year? We don't know. So when you look at those guards in the West and you look at those guys that are on the cusp, They're on their cusp of getting in. Those younger guys, how do they fit in next season? How do you get over their hump and become an all-star? I say if you can get your team to win, which not everybody has the same type of supporting cast around them. Steph doesn't really have a great supporting cast around him like he has in the past, but he's putting up the numbers. But the Warriors system just works. When Steve Kerr runs it correctly, I will say, the Warriors system works. He gets a little stubborn sometimes and goes away from it, but it works. That's why they win games. And sometimes it doesn't work. That's why they get blown out, i.e. their game against the Lakers on national television. How do those other guards get in, guys? How do the Jamal Murrays and the SGAs and the De'Aaron Foxes get in next season? How do they get in?
They're just going to have to average like 30 because, I mean, like when you list all these names like Clay, CJ McCollum, and all these other guys, like the West is deep as far as like, dynamic.
And Ja Morant, well. You know what I'm saying?
Morant. God, it's just tough too. And then also even D'Angelo Russell, if he has a really good year in Minnesota. So it's tough, man. Like when you think about like all these dynamic wing players that are in the Western Conference. So I don't know. They might have to extend the roster spots from 12 to 15 per se if they need to, because there's a lot of guys that are going to be that are going to continue to get snubbed just because of missed opportunities. But it's just unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like in order to be an all-star, you have to either be in the top 4 positions in your conference or a teammate to one of the teams there. So, a teammate to a superstar. Like, I mean, we got Anthony Davis and LeBron. So, I mean, maybe these guys are going to have to start looking to pair up to be their big 3 somewhere to get over that hump on that. Because, I mean, I don't think Fox is going to make it in for a couple more years. Does he deserve it? Yes. I mean, he's that soul. He's that whole team. I think he would actually be fun to watch in an all-star game. But it'll be a while before we see him.
And the thing about De'Aaron Fox is they're not winning, and they don't get national televised games. Their games are not nationally televised. They usually play late. Yes, the Blazers, the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Lakers all play late. Phoenix even maybe all plays late. But they get national televised games, and that matters. People need to see you. You need to be in front of the camera. That's why I was afraid that Zach LaVine wasn't going to get in, even though he's going crazy and scoring. The Bulls aren't nationally televised. So, this isn't the 90s Bulls we're talking about, or even the Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, and Joakim Noah Bulls we're talking about. This is a whole new Bulls team. And they don't get that many televised games either. The same with the Washington Wizards. They don't get that many televised games either. But Bradley Beal's leading the league in scoring. A lot of people don't know that. If you ask a person who's leading the league in scoring right now, they will probably either say Joel Embiid or the Joker, just because of the numbers they're putting up. A lot of people will not tell you Bradley Beal. Why? Because they don't have games on TV. You're not seeing them on TV. They're winning now. The Wizards have a bullet going up. They are winning now, but they're not getting televised. Vucevic. People are like, who's Vucevic?
Definitely.
Who is he? He plays in Orlando. They don't get
He got to get out of there.
Yeah.
He does.
He puts up crazy numbers. He'll put up 36 and 17, and you'll be like, what? But he's an all-star. He's putting up those numbers. The Orlando Magic aren't winning. They've had injuries. The Orlando Magic looks like they're going to look to blow that up. But I have one more thing to talk about. I want to ask you guys your opinion on this. Where do you think Blake Griffin lands, if he lands anywhere besides the Nets? Okay, we're going to throw the Nets out because that's where they said he's a leading contender.
Well, how about that?
We're going to throw that out.
Not the Nets. I think the Heat would make a move. Okay. I actually think Heat are looking, and they've actually released this, that they are monitoring Minnesota with what they're doing with Cat up there, Karl Anthony Towns. But I also think that Blake could be a good pickup for there if something fell through on that, just because I absolutely love the Heat and Bam. again, Kentucky people there. But Bam is a different breed as far as he plays 5 on defense, but he can guard 1 through 5 in a way. On 4 basically on defense. But when he comes on offense, he's more of a 5. He doesn't have the perimeter shot. That's where I think Olynyk plays out well in that position because he has a deep ball. I feel like Blake Griffin has a better range shot than him, so I feel like Blake could come in, play the 5 on defense, and then on 4 on offense. So I still feel like it's the same there. I feel like it's a little bit of an upgrade compared to Kelly Olynyk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I would like him. Where he goes on, it's the Nets.
Okay, that's okay.
I kind of like the Heat. I think they'll be able to utilize him well because everybody's just kind of being down on Blake Griffin, saying that he's not an effective player anymore. And I just feel like that Heat culture will probably like help him kind of rejuvenate his career and really help him like become a better player. But if I could say like what team could possibly use him, possibly if, let's say for instance, if Anthony Davis doesn't come back soon enough, possibly the Lakers maybe. Just because, I mean, when you look at the Lakers, like, outside of LeBron and Dennis Schroeder, like, there's not really like a third consistent scorer to me. You could possibly say KCP or maybe Kuzma on occasion whenever he's in rhythm. But I feel like, with Blake Griffin, with the way that he's able to like continually space the floor whenever he has a rhythm with his ball handling ability, his ability to play inside and out, I feel like that'll really help. It's not up to Anthony Davis standards, but I feel like, with a dynamic point guard in LeBron, I feel like he'll be able to utilize him in a good way. But that's only if Anthony Davis doesn't come back 100% and the Lakers just have to make a move in order to keep himself like, remaining in contention.
Do you think there could be a going home party to the Clippers?
That'll be up to him and Steve Ballmer.
Oh yeah, they don't get along. Yeah, they don't see eye to eye at all. So I would love that, but
that honestly wouldn't be a bad move.
It wouldn't be a bad move, but are they willing to let bygones be bygones to come together to get Blake a ring? I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know. Looks like Detroit's going to buy him out. I like Miami. I thought about the Celtics because the Celtics don't have that dynamic. I mean, Tice can step out and shoot a shot, but Blake can bring the ball up and shoot a shot. I think he would work in Brad Stevens' system. I think him and Kemba can run pick and roll. I think him and Tatum can run pick and roll. I think him and Pritchard is that smart, heady point guard. I think he can run pick and roll with Pritchard. When Marcus Smart comes back, Marcus Smart is smart as well. It's a tongue twister. I could see the Celtics. I could see the Heat. Of course, we know the Nets. Any of those teams, any of those contenders, he's going to go to a contender. He's not going to go just anywhere. I wanted to see him in OKC a couple of years ago before the injuries happened, to see him come home. But, the injuries happened. I'm like, no, I'm not paying him $56 million or whatever he's making. He's making a lot.
That contract is hefty.
Yes. One more player I'm going to mention, guys. One more player. Where do you think Kyle Lowry ends up if he does get traded? If. It's a big if. He had 19 assists his last game. I don't know. So
I'll say either Miami or Philadelphia. Now, Miami might be a stretch only because I don't know if Pat Riley wants to give up his young core, like his young guys, in order to get him. But if they are trying to like really be in win now mode, I say you do make that happen and go for Lowry. And then also I think he's really a plus in Philadelphia, playing alongside Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I think he'll really take a lot of pressure and really complement them really well.
As bad as I hate to say it, I could see him going to LA, just being that perimeter guy that they definitely need outside of LeBron, Schroeder, Anthony Davis. I feel like that would be a good pick for him. I could see Kuzma, Pope even going to Toronto in that pick somehow or that trade somehow. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I was still a little hung up here. I was thinking, what about the Suns with Blake? I was really trying to look at their roster as you were saying that.
That could work. You could
That
put
could
him at the
work.
4 and then have Ayton at the 5. So
Mikal Bridges at the 3, and then Book at the 2, and Chris Paul at the 1, or Chris Paul at the 2, Book at the 1, whichever, however you want to do it. That works. That works. That actually works. I think Monty Williams could maximize what he has left in his career. I do. And the Suns are like, they play a very slow pace. I think their starting lineup is like 4th in pace in the NBA or something like that. So,
well, do we think Chris Paul and Blake could play together? Because didn't they have pretty good beef?
Oh yeah.
I think they could. I think they could. I think he could play better with Chris Paul than he could play for Bomber. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now.
I know you don't touch his head. That's for sure. Chris Paul gets mad over that.
Yeah, you don't do that. I'm gonna give you a Kyle Lowry pick. I think should happen. If the Clippers got Kyle Lowry, that would help them so much.
I was just about to say that too. I was just about to go there.
Oh my goodness, they need a point guard. I mean,
they do.
Reggie Jackson is not a point guard. Patrick Beverley can come off the bench and give you what he needs to give you. They need a starting point guard. They need a Rondo. They need a Lowry. They need somebody that's a point
Kawhi and Lowry back together.
Yep.
Yeah. And Ibaka.
Yeah. Hey, that's it. That's it. It's done deal. Make it happen. Come on, NBA.
I think that could happen because Kyle Lowry wants another chance to win a ring. I can see him going home to Philly too. So you would start Ben Simmons, Lowry, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Danny Green? Maybe. Or even
Thibault, maybe. I don't know.
Thibault. Would you bring Seth off the bench? Would you go Seth, Simmons, Lowry, Embiid, Seth, Simmons, Lowry, Embiid, and
Tobias? That could work. That could potentially work, especially on offense. Because I mean, you could still have either Ben Simmons or Kyle Lowry being that floor general for the team, and then you'll be able to continue to get the ball in spots that Embiid wants to, and then you also have enough space to have like guys like Seth Curry or Tobias Harris being able to like hit perimeter shots. So
yeah, that works for Philly. It works for the Clippers and it works for Philly. It could work for Miami, but Miami will have to give up them young guys because they have too many guards. Like they have way too many guards. They have too many guards. Just think Avery Bradley hasn't even played this season.
Yeah,
and he is a key component. And Kendrick Nunn is hooping. He said, "Y'all not gonna trade me. And if y'all do trade me, my value gonna go up because he's been playing very well here of late." Dragic has been coming off the bench for the Heat.
Do you think Spurs make any kind of moves?
I thought about that.
Stay young.
They want to get young. I think they want to stay.
They need to stay young. They
want to stay young because their young core is nice. They play well together. They play smart together. They did lose to OKC the other night. They had an off night, but their young core mixed with DeRozan and LaMarcus, they play well together. Now next year, I think their team is going to look different. I don't know if DeRozan or LaMarcus Aldridge will be there next year. I don't know if Pop's going to be there next year, honestly. But they have that system in place, and it's not going anywhere. You got Becky Hammond, you got Tim Duncan. It's not going anywhere. So it's there to stay. But
is Duncan coaching? I thought he quit this year.
I want to say he's still there.
I think he's still there.
I was thinking he sat out this year.
I think he's still there. I have to look.
I haven't watched a lot of Spurs games, so I'm not 100% sure.
I do. I have to look on the bench and make sure, but I know Becky Hammond's there for sure. So that system in San Antonio is still intact. That was a great show, guys.
Really good.
Is there anything that we missed? We missed, the groupies at All-Star. We got the Rising Stars
Groupies at All-Star. That's the main thing right there.
Yeah, I mean, we tackled that. I've seen some crazy stuff on Twitter. Let me tell you guys. My timeline is filled with all combinations of good things. You get financial advice. There's a couple of politics on there. I try to stay away from politics. Sports, educational, everything that you want is on my timeline, and I love it. Somebody said on Twitter, I retweeted this, like when I open Twitter, it's like reading a newspaper.
Yep. I saw that this morning too. I
was like, retweet, because that's exactly how I feel. I wake up with one eye open, morning breath, and I'm reading Twitter like, Okay, I'll go back to sleep. That's just how I feel. But guys, I thank you all. I thank you both. Hopefully we can get something going together for All-Star tomorrow. Hopefully.
Definitely.
I'm gonna put it in the chat and see what kind of responses I get tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys coming on, Michael. You know, we're working around his work schedule. I don't mind staying up late. And Nick, whenever you can come on, we love to have you on Count the Bucket. Before we get out of here, of course, we have to tell you guys how we are able to afford all this fancy software. All right, so let me screen share. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I'll go here first. RxHemp.com. Here are the celebrities. Try it out. Warm and cool CBD cream. Get you some, especially if you work out.
Get you some.
I definitely need some. Yesterday was leg day, and I am hurting.
See?
Oh, yeah.
Nick, go get you some. Rub it in the appropriate areas. I heard that cooling cream really, it hits you very quick. So be careful, Nick. So RxHemp.com, use the code RxHemp/USN to get 10% off your entire order. Also, we have mybookie.ag. There's fighting going on. Let me look at the sports book. There's fighting going on right now. There's UFC. We got the spread. Oh, this is Santa Clara and Pepperdine. We got some college basketball on here for you. We got the UFC main card, which is getting ready to come on. Amanda Nunez is getting ready to fight. I can never say that right. Blah, 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 blah. Tongue twister. But UFC on here. Oh, there's hockey on here too. I didn't even know that. The PGA Tour.
Season?
Yeah, the hockey starts when basketball starts.
Yeah,
I know. They start around the same time.
Hockey is probably the most underrated sport, really. I say that kind of taking a shot at it. Like back in the 90s, I used to love hockey on NBC. They used to have the little blue dot to go around the puck. It was really good. You could actually keep up with it.
Mm-hmm. And a live hockey game, excuse me, a live hockey game is a lot better.
Oh, definitely. Because you actually get to see the fights and the blood.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because they score the puck.
Yeah, I like it. And then we have football. They call it football. We got a lot of that going on. And there's baseball. Here's some baseball.
Oh, there's baseball. There we go.
Oh, that's right up your alley. NASCAR.
Wait a second. Can you scroll back up just a little bit to where you see the Pittsburgh Pirates? Keep on going. Keep on right there. I just wanted to see what that is. Okay, it's just a spring training game. Me and Connie in our last episode, we talked about the Orioles and the Pirates, who would have the least wins this season. And I was like, wow, if that's a bet, I was going to get kind of crazy there. Because we both think that either one of those teams will have 100 losses out of 162 games this year. So
darn.
That's how bad they are. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, Pittsburgh basically blew up their roster. So
yes.
I understand that. And the Orioles are the Orioles. They are who they are. I watch that much baseball to know that much.
There you go. You sound like a pro.
Check out our shop at teespring.com/store/unwrap. Got the OG gear here at the top. Some nice designs for you guys. LeBron, of course. LeBron. Does anybody think he's going to win All-Star MVP? He could potentially.
No.
Oh, okay. Michael has spoken his piece.
There's a chance, but I'm not going to bet on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. The hard count has some prop bros, fights, Generational Z, Fourth Man Pod, the People's XFL show. Yes, ladies first. Saturday standouts, of course, backstop answer. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. Basketball casuals, keeping it blunt, and then we have a Bets Ticket Unwrapped shirt. So you guys go get you some merch. And then the last thing I want to show you guys, that is teespring.com/store/unwrapped. The last thing I want to show you guys is our Patreon. Check this out. Patreon.com/unwrappedsports. To become a fan is $1. Support the Unwrapped Sports Network. Become a part of the family is $5 per month. 10% off of the Teespring store, and you get to come in the Discord chat and see us be sarcastic and have good conversation. $10 a month. You are a VIP. You get 20% off the teespring.com store. And you can buy some fresh new gear. You can watch our show and wear our shirts and drink out of our mugs. It'll be great. The Discord chat, you get a $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. You're in the drawing for that. Also, you're in the drawing for some other cool prizes, like a Keenan Allen signed jersey. But somebody's already got that. All right. Guys, any parting last words?
Just thank you again for having me on here, guys, and you Utah fans. Go follow me on Twitter, MDLawson00. I co-host a all baseball show, Backstop Banter, every Thursday about 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday night, I think I said that. But also, if you don't care, we have this app here by my TikTok, Sports Me. Go check out Sports Me. We do a lot of battles, is what they call on there. Yes, Nick, you need to get there. Definitely. But I actually just did a battle before our show. No one said anything yet. Of course, it was about 2 hours ago. Asking who you all thought would be the winners of the dunk contest, three-point contest, the all-star teams. And then people can get on there and actually say their side of like a 30-second clip where you can be like, oh, this team's going to win, and give me this whole argument, and I can battle you back. But go check it out. Again, MD Lawson00 on that as well, with USN at the end. All of our guys at Unwrapped Sports Network has that, so you can just search in the bar USN and find that up. Boom.
Boom. And as you all may know, follow me on Twitter at NickAndreATR. If you follow me, then I'm very active on NBA Twitter. Also, do not forget my new article series titled Forgotten Players starts this Monday, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. And that's about it.
I want you to shout that out. I saw your list, and I think I retweeted it. You had Don Staley on that list, so I thought that was pretty
definitely
dope. So you can follow me on Twitter at simplyme_AV. I'm the host of Count the Bucket, and I have a variety of other shows I will not mention because it's all in my bio, just to save some time. But I have two shows on the Unwrapped Sports Network. I have Ladies First, which is 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And then I have, of course, Count the Bucket. We're going on at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, and 7:30 Pacific. I think this is going to be our set time because that's when Michael gets off work. Thank goodness we're able to get on here and talk basketball. We're going to have some all-star stuff for you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I pray that we can get that done because I really want to do a live broadcast of the dunk. I think this is how it goes, guys. The skills challenge is before the game. I saw that.
Okay.
So skills will be before. I think dunk is going to be, oh darn, I lost my tab. Hold on, guys. Let me share this with you.
While you're looking that up, it would be great if we could get a stream going on during the dunk competition.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
And us give our own points and see who our Unwrapped Sports Network winner would be.
That would be great. Now I'm holding my breath for that, but that would be great. That would be awesome. Okay, so the skills challenge is prior to tip off. So coverage on TNT starts at 5:30.
Okay.
My time 6:30, your time, Michael, and then Pacific time it starts at 3:30. So this is prior to tip off will be the skills challenge. And then the 3-point contest will be prior to tip off as well. So you get the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. And then let me go back, guys. I know I'm not sharing my screen, guys, but I'm telling you guys when it's happening. And then the dunk contest is at halftime. So that's how it goes. It goes.
So when does the games actually start?
Don't even know.
You might be home.
I might be working the next day.
Yeah, it's the game. I think the game was probably going to start at probably 7 or 8, maybe 7.
Yeah.
You guys thinking 7 my time? 8 your time?
Possibly. Because I'd say the 3-point contest would be an hour, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because the skills competition is not going to take that long.
Yeah.
No.
And the dunk contest only has three 3 contestants, so that's not going to take
How many
long.
people are in the skills competition? Because it's 2 at a time.
Like 6 of them.
6 or 8.
So
6?
I mean, 3 times to get down to 3. How are they going to do that? Or do they just do the best times?
Is it 6 or 8? It's 6. Okay, it's 6. Yeah.
All I got to say is let's just hope next year it just goes back to normal where, everything's on a Saturday night and then Sunday is just the All-Star game. Yeah,
and I used to like those celebrity games on Fridays, but I quit watching them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly kind of doze off like anytime I watch them. Now, it's just not as exciting as I used to think it was.
When Britney Spears was out there playing, it was exciting. Now it's not so exciting. I think she was like 1.5 was her number.
Oh goodness, I remember that, and I remember when Justin Bieber and Chris Brown, because J. Cole can actually play basketball. He actually played basketball.
Justin Bieber actually can too. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Chris Brown's not bad either. I was like, whoa. That shocked me. We know 2 Chainz can play basketball. He played in college. I think they played tonight. They're 2-on-2 with Quavo. What's his name? Jack Harlow. I don't know.
Jack Harlow, Lil Baby, and I think a few other guys. Yeah.
And 2 Chainz. Yeah. So that was cool. I didn't watch it, but I think it's neat that they did, something for All-Star Weekend.
The court looked nice.
It did. It did look nice. Yeah. I saw it on Twitter. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Michael's timing will be today. My time will be tomorrow. Nick, it'll be your time today because you're in Florida.
Yep.
So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Go support the Unwrapped Sports Network. Watch some good UFC fights. We got off just in time for you guys to watch the main card. So we're doing great with our timing. And we will hopefully see you guys tomorrow.